from doing what you did, but now you're making some of it. You also promote nonviolence. You know, you talk about your story, but you also spin it in a positive way when it comes to music. So, can you share why this message is important to you to incorporate in your song as an artist?
There's a few reasons, right? So I'll start off, and now let me say this: there's a lot of people in the world who strongly believe, right? And I also believe to a certain extent as well that music shouldn't influence anybody. Everybody should make their own decisions, right?
Yeah.
But when you're young, you're growing up without a father, you know what I mean? And you're looking up to these rappers who are, they're in these videos, they got jewelry on, they got women, they got money, they torn all across the world, and somewhere in their music, or for the most part in their music, what are they rapping about? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's a difference between rapping about something and trying to lead somebody the right way and tell them, hey, don't go down this way. But then there's a difference between, and there's another way of whenever you rapping and are you making it seem like it's oh I kill spin rob this blah blah, like there's I understand, but people got to understand that at developmental stages of young men's lives, when they're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, and all they soak in is murder, going out, hustling, selling drugs, robbing people, that's going to carry on into their adult life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a man's brain isn't fully developed. He's over like 25, 27 years old.
Wow, that's true.
But let me say this. So the reason why it's so important to me is because one, I understand how music played an influence in my life, right? And I understand that even though it was up to me to make those decisions, I understood who my idols were and how they affected me as far as listening to the music and somehow thinking that, hey, you know what, if they made it doing this, I can make it doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not only that, during my whole time of my incarceration, and going through this phase of growing up and realizing that the impact that music had on my life, and not only the impact that music had on my life, the impact that I had on other people's lives. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
By either the victims of my crimes or the people that followed me. You know what I'm saying? Like my little homeboys, my co-defendants, they looked up to me, and I led them down the wrong path.
Wow.
So I started realizing how much of an impact my actions had on people, whether they were a victim or somebody who looked up to me. So while I'm incarcerated and I'm going through all this self-evaluation and I'm going through all this meditation and realizing like, man, you know what? I gotta, I can't wait to get out to start making a change.
Yeah.
It starts right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In
Yeah.
the midst of chaos is where it starts at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People want to wait, oh, when I get out, I'll change. Bro, you can't live a life of chaos inside the penitentiary and then get out and expect to start doing right.
Right.
Because no, you can't do that. You got to start right now. You know what I mean? This is the battle. This is the testing. This is where the real test is at. If you can start trying to do better inside the penitentiary in the midst of all that chaos, you can do it out here in the world. But seeing all these young brothers that were coming in there for all these robbery charges, for all these murder charges, you know what I mean? And when you in prison, you in the day room, and you in the kitchen, or you anywhere in the unit, and you got young kids, and they sitting there rapping like, "Oh man, you listen to so and so? I like this song. Well, how does it go?" And they get to beating on the table, and they get to rapping so and so song, or they might be rapping their own song. You know what I mean? But everything that these young cats was talking about was kicking those, spinning the block, having ops, pimping hoes. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and as me, as somebody who had been there and done that before, you know what I mean? A lot of those things, but now I'm in the midst of trying to change my life. It's just like, bro, like, what is the message that I want to give out there? You know what I mean? In my music, you know what I mean? Because I'm not going to stop doing music, but what is the message that I want to portray to the world? Like, I can't change my life, but go out there rapping about the same thing. Or if I'm going to rap about it, I got to do it in a positive sense.
Yeah.
So that people know, hey, I've been there, I've done that, and it's not going to lead you the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But how much of the music is doing that these days? You
Not
know what I
many.
mean? There's not a lot of music that's, if they're rapping about spinning the block, if they're rapping about having ops, they're really rapping about they big, bad, and tough, and there's no remorse in the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong